Hello, everyone. I welcome you to today's edition of the program Spirit and Life series. And today I'll speak on the topic single entry visa. And I take my text from Hebrews chapter 9, verse 27. Just as people are destined to die once, and after that to face judgment. This is the word of the Lord. Now, when you are applying for your visa, sometimes you are given opportunity to request for either a single entry or multiple entry. And most times, people applying for visas request for multiple entry visas. But I want to tell you that you've got a single entry visa to this world. The day you were born into this world was the day your single entry visa started running. But incidentally, you don't know when it will expire. Whenever you receive your visa, you want to look at the expiry date. But this single entry visa you've got to the world, it is only God that knows the expiry date. You know, of course, that your single entry visa to the world will expire, and it expires the day you will die. But you don't know when your journey on earth will be over. When this single entry visa you have to the world expires, that is the end of it. There is no renewal, there is no overstaying. Because the Bible says that it is appointed unto man once to die, and after that, judgment comes. When you die, you face judgment before God, whether you believe in God or not. And that is why it is so sad that many people today are pursuing earthly things, wanting to make the gain of the whole world at the expense of their souls. And the Bible says, what shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his soul? I want to tell you that your soul is more important than the whole wide world put together, because that soul was what Christ died for on the cross of Calvary, and Jesus doesn't want that soul to perish. The Bible says that we came into this world without anything, and we are leaving the world without anything. It is good to make wealth, but not at the expense of your soul. Don't be like that rich fool who was priding in his achievements, who didn't know God, who didn't fear God, but rather trusted in the things he had acquired in the world and made his acquisitions, his wealth, his God. And the Bible said that night his soul was required of him from God who created him. That was the end of his sojourn on earth, and that was when his single entry visa to the world expired. The Bible says, we are in the world, but not of the world. Why do you live as if you are not going to leave this world? Why do you live as this world is your permanent home? You just have a single entry visa and it will expire. But then you're going to face God to tell him, to give account of what you have made of the single entry visa to the world that he gave to you. You will stand before God to give account of your life. But God doesn't want you to end in judgment. He wants you to live with him in heaven forever. And that's why the Bible says, he who believes is not condemned, but he who does not believe is condemned already, because he does not believe in the only begotten Son of God. Your single entry visa to this world is running by seconds, and it will expire. God knows the expiry date. You don't know. That's the danger. And that's the more reason why you have to mend your life. You have to give your life to Jesus and make peace with him. Surrender your life to him so that he will be your advocate in heaven. He is the one that will take you to heaven. He is the way, the truth, and the life. There's no other way to go to the Father except through Jesus Christ. When your single entry visa to the world expires, what will come next? Where will you be? No renewal of the visa, no overstaying. You will face God. Will you face him in judgment, or will you face him in justification? Give your life to Jesus today, and you will have peace here and in the world to come.